Evidence of grace is everywhere, especially in the nurses that helped me. Nurses, the CNAs, the hospitalists, everyone who checked on me all the time in acute rehab and before when I was in the trauma and the recovery and the ICU. I have never met better nurses or had better care. So even though I have the tirade of being misidentified and mistreated and dehumanized and diminished in the ER, that one last scan that some doctor that was unrelated to this hospital suggested they make, that was a scan that showed a dangerous situation on my spine and that proved that I need emergency spinal surgery. Maxwell Murkow saved my life. I had to say his name because I don't know how to show my gratitude without so much emotion. I remember meeting this surgeon and being terrified to let somebody open up your spine. I mean, with the possibility of paralysis or whatever is a terrifying concept. But I had already had brain surgery. I let someone go into my brain. It requires tremendous trust. I remember with my brain surgeon looking at her hands. I said, "May I see your hands?" And she's like, "Sure." She kind of laughed. They were so steady. They were so steady. Just, I don't know what it's like to go through med school or to practice opening up people's skin and muscle and spine and bone and breaking and putting in rods and all that. Wow. I can't even imagine. But you don't see the surgeon again, really. You don't really have a lot of contact. The people that I saw most were the nursing facility people and those fleet-footed angels. Every time a bell goes off, they answer. If I were in nursing, I would hate bells. I would get home and I would say, "Honey," if there's a honey there, "please don't make any bells go off because I might go mad. I've had quite enough bells and whistles for the day." God bless you. Thank you for saving me. Thank you for listening to me cry at night with trauma from the trauma center, known as the emergency facilities. Thank you for telling me that I would heal. Thank you for helping me to the bathroom. Thank you for helping me bathe. Thank you for taking care of every single detail and responsibility of personal care and beyond. You did everything. You changed my sheets, brought me water all the time. You made sure my meds were on time. And can we talk, please, about, the people that work in the pharmacy? Can we talk about the pharmacists? Pharmacology? Can we talk? They go through med school too. Amazing people. There was one pharmacist, and I'm writing a letter about her, who took the time to come into my room because Parkinson's medications are so tricky and based on timing. Almost like being a diabetic, the timing matters so much. Every minute counts. And she really got this. She took copious notes, and she made it so that I was able to have my one emergency medicine, my Ambrosia inhaler, near me so that I didn't have to keep calling the pharmacy, going through all these channels to get it. I only used it once or twice, actually. But having it near me was everything. That meant everything to me. She followed very strict protocol, though. I had to give it to the pharmacist. They had to process it through their channels first. I brought a lot of meds from home because there weren't meds available at this particular hospital for the ones I take. I take patches that they can't really break up into sections. They come in these big packets. and they're like very expensive. And anyway, it got complicated, so I brought everything from home. And you give it to the pharmacist, and normally you can't get it back when you want it, because they have their own protocol, and they're going to follow to the T what the directions say. But every single young onset Parkinson's patient is different. You see, I wasn't just in the hospital for spinal surgery. The complications involve the ability to move with Parkinson's, which requires bending, twisting, and lifting. 3 things I can't do. They put an alarm on my bed because I tried to get up so often by myself. And they put an alarm on a chair if I sat in a chair. The OT and PT people were just, I don't even know how to say it. They were vital. They were so important that without them, I am certain that I would have fallen by now or done something really stupid because I wouldn't have known how to move in my new body with my new back. I have a new spine. I have to relearn everything. But I'll tell you what, when you walk on the leg that gave you so much pain for 3 years, and when you think you're dying and you find out that you're not, and there's pain relief, you see God. You see the divine within and without in every person you meet. And you see pain in every person you meet. You don't see malice or hostility or anger. You see pain. I know those women that were watching over me in the ER are in pain. There's no way you could listen to a human being cry for 8 hours begging to die and not help them otherwise. Talk about compassion fatigue. It was like the train had left the station. They were there, but not there. Hollow, empty shells. Heal them, please. Forgive them. I want to talk about the nurses. I want to write love letters. I was there yesterday giving out hand cream and flowers and cookies. Indeed. That's nothing compared to what they've done for me. I want to go back every day and just bow. I do see the godliness in you. Thank you for what you do. I know it's not easy. I don't care if you're at that hospital or another hospital. You saved my life. So this is the first part of the grace. I've dedicated this to a woman who was named Grace Faith, who has a daughter named Jane, who was one of the people who changed my perception of healing, who changed my perception of anger about what had happened. She softened me, and my heart is now broken open. And I go forward like this. I want to be in service like you showed me service. I'm deeply grateful. This has been a ramble from my heart to yours. May it help someone. May you know that I can be of service. And I wish that I could repay you. I know I never can. So I'll pay it forward. Thank you. A deep bow of respect. Thank you. Thank you.